Stitchers, Calico here, coming to you with my stash video from Colorado Avalanche territory. Yes, I'm a hockey fan, and we're getting ready to embark on a new season. We were so close to the Stanley Cup last season, but we didn't quite make it. So anyway, we have another shot. Another new season, another new shot. Go Avs. Okay, back to my stash. My stash is not that big. We'll see though. I can probably ramble about it forever. This is my stash here. I can pretty much fit it in a little bin. That's not including my DMC floss. I don't have that. Actually, I should have shown my magazines too. I do have quite a few of those, so maybe I'll attach that on at the end of this because I'm recording outside, so that there's not noise from my boys inside. They're inside doing school. I homeschool my boys, and they're on their lunch break right now, so they're probably in there playing some game of some sort, video game. Clash of Clans, Minecraft, some dragon game that they just downloaded. Anyway, let's get to it, because I'm going to try to keep this video under 30 minutes if I can. First one, this is a second one of a series. I only have 2 in the series, and I have completed one that you saw in my video of my completed projects. I think it was a chickadee, and this one here looks like maybe a goldfinch, and it's called Joy. And this is a whole series of ornaments from the Dimensions Gold collection. And I was given these by a friend of mine, so I'm going to do this at some point. The first one was a bit tedious, packs a punch, this little kit does, because the whole thing is completely covered, and it's just got a lot of little details with the back stitching and some couching, and I don't know, kind of tedious. So it was fun. They look really cute when they're done. So I got that. This one is a Mill Hill Buttons and Beads collection, and it's one that I've done 2 of already. I think I had mentioned that I didn't prefer stitching on the perforated paper for these, but since I've done the first 2 and I have a frame and I can kind of rotate them through the hummingbird, the Halloween scene, and this one, and I can kind of put them in the frame. So I may just continue with the perforated paper for this, but if you've never done one of these, they're really fun. They're just about 5 inches by 5 inches, and all inclusive. You've got your beads, so you don't have to go out and get a big collection of beads. You've got your beads and your beading needle and your perforated paper and all the floss that you need, and they really turn out cute, really colorful with all the beads and stuff. So if you want to kind of experiment with beads and you don't know where to start, either their ornaments or these are really fun to do. Recommend them. So I'll maybe do that as a project coming up here soon. Okay, so my bigger kits, this is a kit that doesn't look like a kit because this is just the little sheet of paper I grabbed out of it. A kit by Janlin, and it's another one kind of similar to the one I have framed that I had done bird seasons. And this one is also kind of a seasonal bird project with the spring and the winter, summer, fall. And the reason I have this out is because I did start it at one point, and I did very little in this area here on the fabric that was provided with it, which is an Aida. And it actually was rather tedious to do because it had a lot of fractional stitches, and so I sort of stopped this project, and I'm going to go ahead and start it again on some type of I don't know, maybe 28 count or a 32 count, some kind of fabric. So I haven't actually officially started this, so it's in my stash, not started. So yeah. And then I've got another Dimensions kit. These are the birdhouses, obviously, and you can stitch it either with or without the writing around it, and I haven't decided if I like that or not. And this is done on 14 count, which I would probably swap it for 18 count, but it's got a lot of nice, beautiful colors in it, as you can see. So I've had this one in my stash for a little while, and I really would like to get it. It's sort of a winter picture, so I might start that maybe when the snow starts to fall. I was going to say something about this. I can't remember. Oh, yes. Somebody, her name is escaping me, another Flosstuber, has on her, in the beginning, in her intro to her video, has an older Dimensions birdhouse kit that I think is much more, when I saw it, it was really beautiful. And I like it much better than this one. I had the different kinds of birdhouses, and it was just really, really cute. And I scoured the internet, and it is nowhere to be found. So, unfortunately, I can't get my hands on that one anymore. So, looks like Dimensions just maybe updated it with this pattern. So, anyway, it's cute. Nice and colorful winter scene. Let's see what we have here. Then there's this one, another Dimensions kit, Garden Friends it's called. And as you can see, it's got my two favorite things, flowers and birds. There's actually no butterflies in there, I don't think. Well, surprisingly enough, there's no butterflies, but I love watering cans. I'm so kind of drawn to those old rustic watering cans and garden gloves and, you know, sort of garden shed type stuff. So this is a cute one. I'll do someday. Wind. Next I've got this Dimensions kit. Now this is an older Dimensions kit, and I had seen it when I first saw it. I really wanted it, and then I sort of forgot about it. And I think now I forgot about it because you just don't see it on the internet all that often anymore. But I had gotten a newsletter from my local needlework store, and she had a picture of this stitched up, and I think it's hanging in her shop. And I saw in the newsletter, and I thought, oh, I remember that. That's gorgeous. I need to go get that. I need to remember about that pattern and go get it. So I went on the internet and looked, and I could not find it. Every shop I went to was just no longer in stock, no longer in stock. So I went to eBay, and there was two of them. One was being auctioned, and one was a buy it now. And so the auction went a little bit higher than I wanted, so I turned around and bought it with the buy it now, which was still a little bit more than I wanted to pay for this. But I think recently I looked, and I still haven't seen any more of these. So I thought, you know how it is when you know something's like not available anymore. You just really have to have it then. So I got it. And I love to stitch another winter scene. So I'll stitch that one of these days. It really looks cute stitched up. So it's amazing how when you see something, just like when I'm watching Flosstube and I see, you know, I think it was Kelly Jo was stitching, she's stitching a really cute bird pattern. That was one of those that I saw. I have that same magazine, and I think I just must have flipped right through that, thinking, oh yeah, that's cute, but you know, it doesn't really look like something I'd want to stitch. But then when I saw her stitching it, it's really cute. So now I'm definitely I went and dug up the magazine and found that pattern, and I'm definitely going to start stitching it, because it just, one of those things that just looks cuter when you see it actually being stitched. So let's see, then I've got this pattern, another Dimensions kit, and it's called Mason Jar Lineup. Now this one does not have a bird in it, surprisingly enough, but I love, along the lines of watering cans and, like I said, gardening stuff, I love little mason jars. I just think those are so cute, and I love the way the mason jars look so realistic, just, you know, by the stitching. And I just recently saw online, it might have been on Cross Stitch and Discuss too, that somebody had just finished this one, and it looks gorgeous stitched up. So I'm really excited about starting this one, probably in the spring. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, I got this for like practically nothing on Amazon. I mean, it was like only $7 or $8, plus I get free shipping. I mean, that's just nothing for all that, the kit and everything. And it's 14 count, which I'll probably swap out for 18 count. And this is one I really would like to do some kind of a nice hand-dyed fabric for that. Something. I don't know. We'll see. There's this one, another floral related design. I really got into gardening this last summer, so I kind of grabbed both those kits when I was really into my gardening mode. Got the old rusty can that I love, and that And you can't really see in this, but it has just I think what appealed to me in this is just the lighting in it. It just kind of reminds me of just like it's sitting in kind of a sunny room, you know, just a happy little pot of flowers in a happy room. Kind of sound like Bob Ross, you know, the painter. The happy little flower pot, the happy little tree. You might not even know what I'm talking about, but anyway. Um, Bob Ross. Google him sometime. Anyway, this is just really neat. I love that old chair. So I'm excited to start that one too. I don't know when I'm going to start any of these. Sometimes I just like looking through them. This comes with kind of an interesting color, Ada, that I'm not sure if I like or not. I mean, I probably wouldn't change it because I really love the way this looks, and I think part of the way it looks is because of the fabric. So we'll see if I swap that out or not, because it's on 14 count. So, yeah. Okay. Now, another little bit different in some kits. Now, I went on a vacation this past summer to South Dakota, which I'd never been in my life. And while we were there, we saw some of the national parks that they're famous for, National Memorial, and one of them was obviously Mount Rushmore. And while I was there, I picked up this kit. This gal, the Posey collection. I was really excited because, you know, right there at the little gift shop, souvenir shop, right at Mount Rushmore, she sold these. And there was one I liked better, but they were sold out of it. So I ended up getting this one. I'm really excited. It's just really small. Not a real big kit. Doesn't look too difficult to do. I'd love to stitch that up, and I'm thinking maybe I'll collect them just from maybe the different national monuments I go to. She seems to have one for all of them. So there's Mount Rushmore. And on that same vacation, we went to the Crazy Horse Memorial, and so I got this one. Picked that up. It's kind of done on a sort of a, what do you call that? Kind of has like a sepia tone to it. So that one, not too many colors there. Excited to start these. I was going to start them right away, and then I just haven't done that yet. And then on our way back, we swung over to the northern part of Wyoming and visited Devil's Tower. And that's, for those of you who have seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind, that's the mountain that stars in that movie. And so we camped at the base of that, and that was really neat. So, got some little cool little souvenirs from the trip. I thought that was fun. Okay, and I have a couple booklets. This one here came as a free gift to, I think it was the Cross Stitcher magazine, and in my first video, I have actually stitched a little bird out of this one, but this is cute. I don't think I can show, all the pattern, this one, you might remember I stitched that little bird in my first video from that, and there's some other really cute, this one, so cute. Love to do that one. Let's see. Oh, this is cute. Oh, let's see. Got a little watering can with a bird on it. So it's just got some really, really cute designs. Oh, the little pots right there. Anyway, cute little book. Love it. Just love the rustic style of it. Okay, we're kind of nearing the end. I've got another booklet. This one is called Garden of Miracles, and somebody on my forum had stitched this, and I fell in love with it, so I went and grabbed the booklet. So it's got this design right here, just so cute. I remember her saying that the back stitching was very tedious on it, so it's probably one of the reasons why I haven't done it yet. So it's got that one, and then the one on the back that it comes with is this one right here. And like I said, I saw it's how it looks stitched up, and it's really cute. And my last booklet is this one right here. And I don't know if I mentioned in my first video, I may have, that I used to quilt. So I have a love of quilts. And this one, when I saw, I thought, oh, isn't that cute? All these little quilts that you can cross-stitch. And so it's got the different seasons of quilts. And these just look so fun to do, like little mini quilts. And then here's the back of it right here. This is Leisure Arts, but aren't those fun? Just all the little details on it. Yeah. So one of these days I'll stitch one of those. It's really cute. Love the fall one with the pumpkins down here. That's neat. So yeah, looking at this right now really makes me want to stitch one of these. Kind of forgot about it. Okay, and so let's see. We'll go. I think I mentioned that I don't have a huge selection of hand-dyed fabrics like a lot of you have. I drool over your collections of hand-dyed fabrics, and I just haven't gone down that road fully yet. But I did 1, 2, 3 stitch. I just kind of went and grabbed sort of I just kind of picked a selection of a few because I like to do ornaments, and I thought, oh, I'm just going to maybe practice with a few sample fabrics. And so I ended up getting just little swatches of this one here. It's called lamb's wool linen. That these feel awfully stiff to me. I don't know if linen's normally feeling. This one right here is just stiff. I don't know what it's going to be like to stitch on. This is a 32 count dark chino, and I can't remember. I had it written down, but I don't have it with me. It's kind of a brownish cappuccino color to it. This one here is called Winter Sky. And these are just small little swatches that I bought just to kind of sample them. It's kind of looks like a winter sky, actually. Kind of grayish. And this is a 32 count stone gray. And this is from a variety. I think some of them are from like Witch Elk. Is that how you say it? Witch Elk. And I think there's some, who's the other? Can't think of the name. Really common name that's escaping me right now. I'll think about it. This one here is called Espresso Linen. And it's kind of kind of reminds me of coffee with cream in it. Espresso with cream. And then this is just a 30 count natural linen that I have. It's just kind of that overall kind of neutralish, natural looking that you can use for a lot of different ornaments. And then, so those are all pretty much kind of your basic neutral tones. And then I bought this one. I had this in mind for something, and I ended up not using it for it, but I can't remember. This one's called Bluebell. 28 count Bluebell. It's just kind of got this sort of sky look to it, which I'll maybe use for one of my bird kits or something, swap it out, because it's just kind of got that natural sky look to it. And another one that I couldn't decide on, so I bought it too, and this one's called Babbling Brook. 28 count Babbling Brook. It looks like this. A little bit more of a tie-dye effect to it. So those have been in my stash for probably about a year or so, and I haven't used them yet. Just don't know what to use them for. And this little bag here is my very small collection of hand-dyed floss that I bought these for my robin project that I did in my first video, the North Wind project that I did. I went ahead and bought the actual hand-dyed fabric threads for those to try out. And since then I did a couple of other pattern thread combos that were released by Classic Colorworks, and so I got the threads with them. So in my collection, oh, and then I picked up this Weeks Dye Works, so we'll start with this. This is my only Weeks Dye Works floss I have, and it's called Autumn Leaves, and it's really pretty. All the Autumn Leaves colors, so that's the only one of those I have. And these are crescent colors, so I've got Perfect Pie Crust, which looks just like pie crust. Makes me hungry for pie. Brandied Pears. These are coming across a little different than they look. They're a little bit more vibrant in real life. We've got Desert Mesquite. Just love the names of these. Greens. Blackbird, which pretty much just looks like black to me. Calico Kitty, kind of a reddish and brownish color. Manor Red, different shades of reds. Got Bramble Bush, greens and browns. Really not coming up how they look on here at all. It's kind of close to it, I guess. This one is Rod and Reel. Sort of some grays. Roasted Chestnut. A lot of these look almost exactly the same because they were sort of fallish designs that they came with. So Stepping Stone. So they're all kind of different tones of grays and brown and autumn colors. Okay, and this is Colonial Copper. Right there. Nice. A few more here. Cocoa Bean, which is kind of a chocolate colors. And we've got Pumpkin Harvest. Pea Pod. I used up almost all of that one, it looks like, for my North Wind project. And we've got Fallen Leaves. Oops. Fallen Leaves. And last but not least, Caterpillar here, which looks kind of brownish, greenish, sort of. So that is all that I have of those. Okay, where are we at here? Just looking at my time, I'm about 23 minutes. Got a little more time. So this right here, some of you may have it. I went ahead and splurged on this, and this is the Just Cross Stitch magazine collection from the years 2001 to 2010. I think they have one for the 10 years previous to that also. And I went ahead and just got this one. This I highly recommend. I have decided that I'm probably going to let my 2 current magazine subscriptions run out, and I'm going to get e-magazines from now on. I know some people like those, and I sort of had a hard time kind of wrapping my head around really liking the e-magazines as opposed to the real ones, because I have probably, well, let's see, maybe 3 years of magazines of 2 or 3 different subscriptions, so I have quite a few. But this one right here, it's, oh, what did I pay for it? I want to say $40, 40 US dollars. I paid for this, I think. Don't quote me on that. But you get the 10 years of magazines, every magazine, I mean every page of every magazine, but what makes it completely worth it for me is you get 10 years of the ornament issues, the Christmas ornament issues. So if you like doing ornaments, I found so many ornaments in here that I want to do. And each magazine probably had at least one project in it that I'd like to do, so it was well worth the $40 for me. And it comes on a DVD. My husband went ahead and transferred all the PDFs and put them on my Kindle for me. So they're on my Kindle, and I actually, I mean, anytime I'm just sitting somewhere and want to look at the cross-stitching magazines, I can just pull up my Kindle, and there's 10 years worth of magazines on there. You can go through them once and then start at the beginning and go through them again and you know, forget what you see. So, but like I said, the ornament issues alone in this, I think there's just gorgeous ornaments. They got better as the years went on, in my opinion. I think the more recent it got, the more it was to my taste. But just really, I really enjoy this. So I highly recommend if you've been kind of on the fence about buying this or not. And it really has made me enjoy looking at the magazines on my Kindle and just flipping through them. And then when you want to cross stitch from it, you know, you can, the patterns are actually right there. But I have, you know, the DVD, I can print off the paper patterns too. So I love this. So I'm going to probably go get my magazine. I'm going to put you on pause for a minute and come back with my magazines just to give you kind of a rough overview of how many of them I have. And that pretty much will wrap up my stash. So yeah, let me go do that right now. I'll be right back. Okay, so here are my magazine subscriptions. I've got one of my favorite issues are these cross-stitch and needlework magazines. Cross-stitcher I don't have a subscription to, but I do get one of those every once in a while when I like either the free kit or the patterns that it looks like are in it. Just cross-stitch, I've had a subscription to that for a few years. And then, of course, these are the ornament issues and the Halloween. So, first of all, starting with this one. So, this goes back to, I think about January 2012 is when I started getting those subscriptions. So there is just some great, I mean, almost all these, it seems like on the cover, I like the designs. This one, I must have really looked at this magazine a lot because the cover is ripped off of it. So I can't remember what was in this one that I liked, but I'm sure that there was something. Like I said, I must have looked at it a lot. I don't remember what I stitched from that. There might have been something in there that I copied, but anyway, I'm not going to go through every one of these, but just to kind of show you some of the patterns on here. Oh, this is the one you might recognize from my first video. This is where I got the pattern for my little owl that I made the owl pillow out of. So this one I loved. This is another one. I loved this little cute little turkey on here. And I printed it out, got the threads, got the fabric, everything. I was all ready to start it, kitted it up, and then I never did. I don't really know why, because he's cute. When I look at him again this time of year, it makes me want to stitch him, so I might do that. And this was a little Christmas one. And I'm just going to go through the covers of these real quick. All the way up. This I love. I love fall scenes, kind of like the one I'm working on by Dimensions right now, called Autumn Glory. When I look at this is really nice too. Just love barns and fall scenes. This is adorable. I love the winter mittens. I just really like this magazine. There's just, you know, some magazines just are your taste, and this one, well, last few issues I haven't found too much that I've liked in it. I think these, I kind of flipped through them, and I don't know if there was much in there. And then this is the most recent one. I'm missing one, though, in between here because my subscription lapsed, and for some odd reason, even though I sent the postcard in saying, never miss an issue, if you send this postcard in now to renew, I did, but I seem to have missed the September issue of this, which looks really cute, so I'm going to have to call them and ask them what's up with that. Cross Stitcher, this one, looks like I got this one in December 2011, and like I said, I don't buy these very often. Mostly if I see the free kit. I do love the magazine, it's just there's, I don't know, it's a bit pricey. So I really have to make sure that there's a few things that I like in it at least. So I always thought that was kind of neat. Kind of an interesting look on a tree. Well, this is the one that came with my little booklet. This was the free chart that came with this issue here. So now you know if you want that one, you want to order a back issue. I don't know if the back issues come with free kits, but that was 2013, January 2013. These, I just love these Bella and Boo patterns. I have always had an intention to stitch all those. They're just so cute. There's one in each magazine, I think, because I don't know where the rest of my magazines are. Maybe they were in the previous issues, but anyway, I just think those are really cute. But then I look at all those French knots from the snowflakes and think, maybe I'd swap those out with beads. I don't really have an issue with French knots. I always have to practice a few before I do them, but then I seem to get better at them when I do a lot. And then there's just cross stitch, which looks like I started getting those back. Where's the date? Oh, there it is. No. Oh. November, December 2011. So I've had a subscription for them for quite some time. With those, there's usually always something. Little House Needleworks, I think a lot of times has patterns that she does in here. But I just love the cross-stitching ornaments. They have in July always an ornament preview, so kind of in July you get a preview of some ornaments, and there's just so many things in these magazines I want to stitch. That's beautiful. That would take a long time though, so I probably won't do that one. These roses. It's kind of interesting there. Another ornament preview. This must be a July issue. And I feel like there was something in this. I think my owl, my little sparkly owl, came out, a different owl from my first video that I finished, came out of that magazine, I believe. Pretty ornament there. You can tell they changed their format a little bit. They've got a more modern look to it. I've got a lot of these. Summer. They always have these nice little fall wreath patterns on here. And last but not least, so the DVD that I showed you earlier had the ornament issues in it from 2001 to 2010, and then I thought I had them all. Well, this is in 2012, 13 and 14 ornament issues, and these you can just tell they're just chock full of all kinds of cute ornaments. There's so many of them I want to stitch. I don't know why I just don't stitch more ornaments. I think what it is that a lot of times I like to stitch things how they look in the magazine, and a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, but all the times in the magazine, they always call, like every ornament calls for a different kind of a fabric or a different color of fabric, and mostly hand-dyed specialty threads that I don't have. And I don't know, I hate to just buy all the threads and fabric for one little ornament, and so I know I can substitute them out for DMC, which I should do, but then I know they're not going to look exactly like they look in the magazine. So I'm always kind of a bit frustrated by that, because I want them to look just like they look in the magazine when I do them. And I know that if I swap them out for different threads and different fabric, they're not going to look exactly the same. And I should just come to terms with that. It's still going to be cute, so I shouldn't let that stop me. And I know that the whole purpose of it is to get you to expand your horizons and for these companies to get their products out there so you can try them and love them. And they do a pretty good job at it, I'm sure. These are my favorite. The Just Cross Stitch Halloween issues. I love these magazines. I want to stitch everything in them. I just love Halloween so much. I mean, you just look at all the cute stuff in there. And they have it displayed so cute, too. Now, the Just Cross Stitch DVD does not have any of their past Halloween issues. So I just have started getting these just for the last 3 years or so. But really some cute ones in here. Just love them. I think this one right here you might recognize from my first video. That's the little one I stitched, but I didn't finish it yet. Little tiny owl. There. And this is this year's. There's lots of things on there I'd love to stitch. So, as you can see, this owl, I'm probably going to stitch this owl here, but I'm going to change him a bit because I don't really like that bow tie. Ooh, I'm trying to focus here. I don't really like the bow tie that he's wearing. When you first look at it, first it kind of looks like a mustache, and then it's just a bow tie. I don't know. I'll probably leave that out and just fill it in with the orange fabric, the orange thread that's underneath it, because I don't know, I don't alter recipes, sorry, not recipes, I don't alter patterns very often. I'm kind of afraid to, but that's one I think would be pretty easy to just fill in with orange. Leave it out. The little trick-or-treaters. So cute. And that about finishes up my stash until my next haul, which I don't know when that will be. I don't have any plans of ordering anything anytime soon, but that can always change. So for now, I'll just leave you with that. And until next time, thank you for watching, and welcome to all my new subscribers. Once again, I really appreciate everybody leaving a nice comment and stopping by and just saying hi or giving me a thumbs up, whatever you like to do. And I'll probably have my next video will be possibly an update video, but I don't know. Yeah, more likely I'll do that right after the beginning of October, beginning of the month. So until next time, thanks for watching. Happy stitching.